What up, everybody? We back. We're on the radar, and I got my boy Jig Nice here, all the way from Poughkeepsie. I say all the way like it's dumb far, but it kind of
everybody says that.
It's kind of far. I mean,
it's a little true.
Look,
it was like
what, hour and a half hour drive. Hour and a half.
2.5 is crazy. That's really.
I'm giving you 2.5 because of traffic. Because I feel like when you coming down, once you hit the Bronx and you hit like the Heights and shit like that, it's raps for you. Like you stuck, like like you stuck there. But I appreciate you taking the time to come down, man. I always appreciate when people come from like. I don't want to say far away, but like take a little trip just to come chop it up with me and just talk music and shit like that. And I know you got a lot of stuff going on for you coming up.
Yep.
It's been a while since you dropped your last project, so we just gonna get right into it. So the last project, for what it's worth, right?
Yep.
Why did it take so long? I mean, well, that was in July of 2018, correct? So why is it taking you so long to kind of like follow up? I mean, I know you on the single with Tony E. Shout out my guy Tony E.
That's my guy right there.
But
watch your tone.
Watch your tone. But I want to know. So what you been up to? What's been taking so long?
Yeah, I usually like when I did my first couple projects, I did them like within 10 to 11 months of each other. But this one I took extra long, I would say, because I'm trying to get this one right. Like I need this one to let the people that rock with me know like this is the one that separates all of my other work. Like this one is gonna separate itself from all of my other work. Like so. I would say this is like the first project I really like. I ain't gonna say took my time on, but like this is like my baby.
You
right
like
here.
you like planned it out. You meticulously.
I've been molding it and I wanted to be like a like you ever watch a film and it's like it took you through every emotion. Like it made you happy, it made you sad, it took you on a roller coaster. So I'm just trying to make sure I got every vibe that I need and just like I'm just trying to make sure it's perfect. I'm like my biggest critic. So when it comes to putting I got hundreds of songs in a vault, but I always feel like I can make one or two more that's gonna send the project over the top. So.
Right, and it's coming out soon. It's coming out mid-December.
Yeah, mid-December.
And we don't got a name for it. Is this something that you just gonna do like the week before? You're gonna be like, all right, week before it's like, all right, name, cover art. We gonna have it by then.
Not the week before, but I'm gonna do it maybe 2-3 weeks before. Like I'm announcing.
You gotta build some type of hype for it. You gotta have like some things like
I gotta build some type of anticipation, and I'm working like I got a couple names in the stash, but I want to do a rollout when I decide
like a proper rollout.
Yeah, so and I know the name it can make or break a project these days,
which is weird.
It is because I don't feel like it was always like that, but now I feel like what you name the project has a lot to do with the project and the vibe. So I want to make sure that the name matches the vibe and the whole feel with what I got going on.
That's dope. And you're also going to be working on a project with my guy Dizzy. Yo, shout out my guy Dizzy. If you also, shameless plug here. If you haven't caught it, me and Dizzy's producer interview is out right now at the retreat.
My guy.
Super Kanye West, middle of fucking nowhere vibes. But I really like that. And I know you record there too sometimes, right? Yo, that studio is so cool, man. Like, I can't get over how, like...
Shout out the retreat, man.
Dope it is, man.
Shout out the retreat. Since I've been recording there, I've been recording... It's crazy because I only been recording there for like a year now, year and a half, but it seems like the engineers, everybody there seem like I knew them for 10 plus. So I feel like my sound went to another level.
Not for real. Like I feel like I know Swift, Dizzy, Tony. I feel like I've only known them for I think it's a little less than a year now.
That's what I'm saying.
But I feel like I've known Dizzy and Tony for much longer just because of all the things I've done with them at this point.
Exactly.
The retreat is dope though.
It is.
Super dope. So you got this project with Dizzy. Similar to the vein of like Tony's and Dizzy's project. Yeah, Sleep is Nice. Yep. So you're gonna do a little collab joint together.
Yep. And I think I'll put a couple more tracks on it just cause the last EP I did, it had like 6 songs on it. So I was trying to I felt like that's what space we were in though, musically. Like everybody was dropping 6-song EP, 7-song. Kanye was doing
I kinda like that, you know what I'm saying?
Because the attention span ain't as long as it was back in the day.
I agree, but then you got like the Migos albums, which are like 22 songs long. It kind of like I don't know. Maybe it just kind of kills it for me. Maybe I'm just different like that. But I kind of like when the projects are shorter. Like Pusha T's project from beginning to end was like just beautiful. It was such a beautiful project. But like Kanye
it gets tricky with that though, because it's like let's say you do 6-7 songs. The trick with that is those gotta bang.
Of course,
there's no room for.
Literally, you can't have one. It's like when you do a TV series and like it's only 6 or 7 episodes. Like you
can't afford for no episode to be bullshit,
to be trash.
Yeah, you
exactly.
Can't. Like so, that was my thing. Like when I did the 6-song joint, it was like I was putting pressure on myself to make it like every song gotta. But this one, I think I'm gonna go in the middle. I'm gonna do like 13, 14. Cause like I said, like my sound has changed a lot since the last project or the last couple projects I've done. So I gotta give them enough songs to where like they could tell what I've been doing and where I'm going with my shit.
I fuck with that though. I think so. Like what, 10, 12 songs?
Yeah, I say like, and then a bonus. I always try to sneak a way to make sure I can put a couple more extra on there.
So I forgot to ask you, with the project that you're releasing in December, are you gonna have anybody else on there? Like, I'm sure Dizzy gonna produce one or two, or be on there to some extent.
Definitely. My man Rich Morris right here, he produces damn near everything I do these days. Even back then, like one of the first songs that I did that like hit was Rihanna. He played a big part in that, produced it, got on it. So he's gonna be on there. Dizzy, of course, producing on there. Tony E's gonna be on there.
My guy.
Mugga Bags, he's from Poughkeepsie. He's gonna be on there. Wiz, Botch, Keys from Beacon. He's gonna be on there.
It's so interesting. I got a couple of people you got up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I find it very, and I talked to Dizzy a little bit about it. I don't think I talked to him that much, but I think it's cool how y'all have like, kind of like how rappers down here have their own little circles and shit like that. Like they move like rappers in Flatbush, they got their own little circles that they move in. I think it's interesting how y'all also to some extent had that with like, you know, you got like you, Tony, Dizzy, and then you kind of got like Party is like, you know, Party's kind of like the face
big dog,
the face of that like circle. So I think it's kind of cool what y'all got going on up there.
And it's crazy because like you said, like these aren't guys that, well, Rich, with the exception of Rich, I know him for damn near 10 years, but everybody else, we haven't known each other that long. But when you chasing one common goal and when you all going after one thing, it's like it makes it that much easier to achieve what everybody's trying to achieve. So
and y'all not as close to each other up there as you are as like people down, because you know people down here be living on the same block.
Yeah.
Up there, you gotta like
we gotta cross bridges and shit.
That has like real bridges. Y'all gotta cross.
But it's a collective thing. We call it the Great 4-5 because like
I love that.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and then we even like. It's correct because we come from like Party. He's in Newburgh, Keith and them. The Gruddies, they in Beacon. Tony's in Beacon, but we in Beacon. Like we spread out, but when we come together, we so much stronger. So we trying to not even trying. We are. It's a movement.
That's fire. No, I really love that. I love that. So I want to ask you about some stuff that you know that our guy Swift told me about. So I know you had like some issues in college with like getting financial aid and whatnot. And the reason why I bring this up because I feel like, you know, what you went through is what a lot of kids these days and just in general go through. And you had a full scholarship to play there, right? Mm-hmm. So what happened? Walk me through the bullshit.
Yeah, I'll take you from the beginning. So this is what happened. Fuck Mercy, by the way. While we here, let me just get it out the way because I don't rock. Let me just get that out the way. But I'm gonna tell you what happened. So I had a scholarship to Mercy College Division II. I was good in ball. I was a point guard. Real small though, but I was scrapped. Like I had a lot of heart. I could shoot the ball well. I had handle, all that type of shit. So they came, they see me play, and they offered me a visit. So I go on a visit. I played ball with the team. I did good, so they gave me a second visit. Okay. I go back to the second visit now. I'm spending the night. They gassing me up. They got the girls in the hotel. They got it's like a real college thing.
So like the shit you see in the movies, but they're like, all right, we got to make sure he wants to come play here. And then they got like the girls come
Exactly. They had like a pep rally that day. All types of shit that never goes on a regular day of school. But this is what they make you think though. You see what I'm saying? So I'm loving it though. So I'm playing good with the team or whatever. They having a pep rally. I like the coaches. I like the school and shit. So I end up committing to Mercy. I commit with my friend, one of my best friends and shit. We both commit same day, right? It's move-in day. Fast forward. When you get there, you got to check in. So they got a list with everybody, all the freshmen names on it. So I tell them my last name. I'm like, yeah, I'm Carter. Yo, she's looking from A to Z. Don't see you. Don't know what to. So I'm in the car. I got a refrigerator. I got a microwave. I got.
I know.
You know the vibe.
I went to school. I remember. Yo, I dead ass remember moving into school.
Like,
don't worry, you ain't got to tell me.
All right,
nothing.
so I got a boatload of shit in the car. So I'm like, yo, what do I do? So they like, yo, you go to the office. You got to talk that out with them. Boom, boom. Long story short, they tell me I owe like $7,000. So I'm like, yo, how? I thought I signed up for a scholarship. Yeah. They're telling me I didn't. So I owed them for room and board. So I'm like, what? The shit that I signed, they said I had 19 meals per week on it. Like I thought it was set. So I'm with my mom and shit. She looking at me like, yo, where am I supposed to pull out $7,000 from? So I'm like, yo, so what do I do? They acting like they don't want to give me a payment plan. All types of bullshit is going on. So they end up letting me do the payment plan with the last $500 I got in my pocket. Wow. The last $500. So she like, yo, we got to give it to him. We give it to him. So I'm like, all right, I'm thinking I got my room though still. I go to the room, knock on the door. Somebody answer the door like, yo, what's the vibe? I'm like, what's the vibe? Like, this is my room. Like, it was supposed to be, it was a double. Okay. So it was for me. It wasn't like suite. It was 2 beds. Right. So it's room for me and my best friend that I was going to college with. And that was his room too. So I'm like, yo, if he's here, who gotta go? So I'm sitting in there, I got all my stuff, I'm moving my stuff in. He telling me like, yo, you might want to not move all your shit in here because like, they said this is my room too. So I'm like, yo, boy, until you show me some proof, like, you gotta like, so I'm moving his shit out, putting my shit in. He doing the same thing, moving my shit back out, putting his shit back in. So somebody comes in, they're like, which one's Carter? I raise my, they're like, yo, you gotta go. So now I don't got no room.
That's crazy.
And I just gave him my last 500, so I can't really pay for food. And I thought I was on a meal plan. I don't have the meal plan. So I'm really out there like homeless on some pursuit of happiness type shit. Like it's wicked. Wow. So the coach ain't helping. He's not like, I'm calling him. He's not picking up. Like, and if he does, he's trying, like, he's giving me the bullshit. He's giving me the runaround. Yeah, by the weekend we'll see if but you gotta think, like, this is school. So I got class now. I got practice. Yeah. And I got practice at 6 a.m. But where they got me staying at is like it's not walking distance. Yeah. So if I got practice at 6 and I got class at 9, I can't go get in the shower, come back to school. So it's
basically like, the whole situation
was fucked up.
It was just fucked.
Yeah, so that was kind of like what led me to music, like, because I always had a thing for music. I always played around with it or whatever, but I was taking ball so serious that I ain't really feel like I had.
And you got a ton of success, like based off Soundcloud and all of that. So being I don't know if you consider yourself part of like that the SoundCloud era of rappers. Yeah. Do you? Yeah. You do?
I do.
So how did I don't know how in your opinion how has SoundCloud kind of like benefited your career? Like, was it like, I don't know, was it something like abnormal, or did it just, you just kind of went on SoundCloud, you did your thing, and then the buzz just came from there?
Like, I would give credit to SoundCloud because it gives you like that. I feel like SoundCloud, for the people that started with it and still rock with it, that's where you get your organic buzz, because it wasn't the cool thing to do. Like, you see, you got Apple Music, you got Tidal, like those is where like you see big name artists and so when you drop something on SoundCloud, it's like people really gotta love you or rock with you to go to SoundCloud to see what you got going on. So when I first started, I dropped my first song, I was kind of like scared to look at the reaction, like when I first started, and this was like maybe like 3 years ago. But in doing so, what I would do is, this was my formula. I would post my song to SoundCloud, I would share it to Facebook, and literally, bro, Facebook would do the job from there. Like, I would have like hundreds of shares.
That's crazy.
But it wasn't like the first 2 or 3 songs. Like, of course I had to be consistent, but if you consistent with it and you show people like this is something I'm gonna be doing and I want to be taken seriously, then I feel like that's the place for you to go. Because SoundCloud, it gives you like a good 60 to 70 minutes starting off, so it's free. Yeah. So like when I first started, that's all I knew. I didn't know anything about like putting anything on Apple Music, so it just gave me an outlet to express myself. So I give SoundCloud credit for that, and I still use SoundCloud, just not as much because now I'm making projects.
Of course. Now you're putting stuff on Apple Music. Yeah. You got like the proper like DSP,
exactly,
like getting shit out there and all that.
When I first started though, I ain't know shit about none of that though. So it was just like, yo, let me put it on SoundCloud and see what happens. But what I did was I did a freestyle once. Well, before that, I did a song called All I'm Saying, and that kind of like gave me my buzz, like in my hometown and shit. But then I did a freestyle to Busta Rhymes, Where My Eyes Could See.
Oh, dope.
And I was actually in Atlanta when I put it out too. Like we went down to Atlanta to work with a couple artists and like hit the studio, just spread it out a little bit, try to get my name known in other places. But while in doing so, I'm like, yo, while we here, I want to put this song out. Yo, when I put it out, I never seen my phone go that crazy. Like,
really,
it was like getting shared on Facebook. Everybody was tagging me out. So that's what like sent myself.
Did Busta see it or not?
Who? Nah, he didn't. He never saw it. That's the crazy part.
Really?
I went fake viral on Facebook though. I had like, I say like 130,000 views on the freestyle on Facebook.
Damn,
but he never saw it though. But
maybe he did see it. Maybe he might have seen it. I feel someone told me this the other day. Or a few weeks ago. I forgot who I was interviewing. Oh, Elijah the Boy. This was actually like months ago. Okay. But I thought it was a few weeks ago. But anyway, he told me he's like, even when you think that the people with the blue checker marks don't see your shit, he's like, they see your shit. He's like, they just never gonna say nothing to you.
That's a fact. And I got a funny story about that too.
Go ahead, hit me.
I could be tripping, but around
yo, PSA, I might be bugging one day in the future.
I could be tripping because I rock with him. But all right, this is what I'm gonna tell you. I could be tripping, but around the time when I did this freestyle to Where My Eyes Could See, was like I said, it went like kind of viral on Facebook and it was going crazy on SoundCloud. And the first line of this song is, "Every time I take a loss, it's a lesson involved." Right? It's going crazy. I say about a month later,
I see where this is going.
Ty Dolla $ign came out with "Every time I take a loss, I learn a lesson." So I'm listening to the radio and shit like, "This nigga stole my shit." Like, that's really what they doing? Like, they stealing the sauce? Like, I couldn't believe it. But I'm saying, I could be tripping.
I don't know. I feel like
I could be tripping.
Because I'm not saying you're not tripping either. I firmly believe that this shit happens all the time.
But it does be coincidental.
They probably go on SoundCloud, hit the shuffle button. There might be like a song with like 1,000 plays, and they're like, all right, let me see what I can. Let me see what I can take from this shit.
You never know, and it's crazy though, because I know it's Pin Game. Like realistically, I know he might like, but you never know.
Like there is a good chance that you and him might have like it's just he only took what, one line.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, yeah. I mean,
I'm gonna tell him
you're not bugging, but also like I can totally see how like he could have just come up with
be like, yo, what are you talking about?
Because I think I saw some dude on
come on, gay. What are you talking about, bro?
On Twitter the other day, he's like, yo, Tory Lanez had the same idea I had, but he just put it out first, and there's a beat that this guy hadn't released yet, but like the beat was very similar to what Tory did.
Oh yeah,
so I guess like he was like, damn man, we had the same idea. So I guess like same ideas do happen, but I also do be thinking big artists be jacking.
Mm-hmm.
What like up and coming artists or people who may not have a blue check mark next to their name be doing.
Sometimes. But then it's like, it's a fine line though. It's a fine line though between like clout chasing and reaching and
of course.
Really, that's why I never said nothing, because it's not a fact or nothing. Like he probably never heard my shit realistically. Because sometimes I'll hear somebody put something out and it's like, damn, I might have had that thought, but I never acted
on it.
Yeah, so it's
like somebody put out a beat with like a certain sample or something. You're like, I thought about doing that first. And
me and him go through that all the time. Me and Rich, I swear. Like I'll come to him like, yo, I got this beat. I think we should sample. And he'll already know off rip. Like some of the one he be like, bro, you're reaching.
You know what's a good example of that? Metro. So on Metro's album last year, he had a song. I forgot exactly which number song it was, but it sampled like this old ass record, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was at an Ariana Grande concert recently, right? And so like the beginning of that sample started playing, and I'm like, and in my head I was like, did she just? And then I was like, wait, no, because it is an old song. So I'm like, they probably just both had the same idea, or their producer or her producer had the same idea as Metro, and it just so happened that they both had the same sample with the same intro with the same bullshit. You know,
and it's crazy too because
it happens.
These days it's easy, like these days it's easier to be influenced by shit because of the internet. So
of course
you might hear something or see something and you
might not even think about
that day. Yeah, you don't even know where the inspiration came from, but. Back in the like when it wasn't so technology crazy
driven,
in the world, when the world wasn't so technology driven, that's when it was more believable. Like you could he might have stole my stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because like mine came out, then you had to wait to hear it, and then yours sound like that. But
on the internet,
but now it's so much going on. Yeah, you don't even know. I don't know.
It's okay. One day, you know what? One day, if you ever see Ty Dolla $ign outside, you gotta be like,
I gotta tell him the story.
You gotta see. You can tell him the story, and then
we're gonna clarify.
If you took my line,
get funny with the teeth.
Just give me the feature, bro. Just give me a free feature because I gave you that line.
Facts.
So I also want to talk. So I know you're big into like mental health, right?
Mm-hmm.
Into advocating about mental health. I know you've lost a lot of people within the past 5 to 10 years.
Definitely.
So I wanted you to, and I want you to be as truthful and to your truth as possible.
Definitely.
So explain to me how your perspective on mental health and the people around you and whatnot.
I think now people are starting to take mental health seriously because of like I said, the internet. Like people are bringing more awareness to it. People are I feel like before like people brought awareness or attention to it. If you brought up mental health, you were like the outcast, or you might have seemed like it was something going on with you. Like he's a little off, or he might be crazy, but in reality, it's like when you come from places that we come from, like where I come from in Poughkeepsie, it's like we call it the city of lost hope. Like we feel like there's no hope. We feel like because we never seen nobody show us that example. So when you come from a place like that and there's so much stuff going on around you, you're losing people. You're losing people to jail. You're losing people to death. Like nobody, you don't talk about it. It's like you taught to just hold it down, or you see what I'm saying? Like you damn near don't even grieve as much as you're supposed to because it's like you feel like that show a sign of weakness. But in reality, it's the healthy thing to do. You should talk to somebody about it. You should get some type of help. You should so it's like I feel like we just need more people to stand on that and let people know that it is all right for you to feel like that, or it is all right for you to talk to somebody when you're not feeling well, or because you never know, you never know what somebody's going through.
Of course,
they could be on the top of the world, they could be at the bottom, but you never know what somebody's going through.
Some of the most famous people in the world, they
committed. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. Or, have drug issues.
That's what I'm saying. So and that goes to show you, sometimes it's not a money issue. It's not like you just never know what somebody's going through. So I feel like it just takes people to stand up and stand on it and let people know like, yo, if you're going through something, speak about it. Don't try to fight that battle by yourself, because that's what we taught coming from where we come from. Like you're not supposed to really speak on too many things. You're supposed to just but if it's bothering you and you think it's affecting the way you think, the way you move, and it's taking a toll on you, then You got to do that. Like even as far like therapy, like nobody in the hood talks about therapy. Like what are you doing? They take it as a joke.
And you know what I like, looking at like hip hop videos and like, when people perform and stuff like that, like obviously, like if you got homies, who pass away or something like that, like, rest in peace to them. But like, I feel like sometimes in hip hop, it's like glorified to like, rest in peace this person, rest in peace this person. And like you go on for a while and then it's like, all right, okay, so, rest in peace to them. But also like, you're saying this and you're at the show and you're in the video and whatnot, but also like if all these people that are gone now, maybe you should see somebody. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe not just like just be out here shouting their names, but maybe like actually go and kind of like talk to somebody about it.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and I just think that that's a big problem, in this in the culture in general. You know what I'm saying? Because like I just think that we need more talking, less just recipes this one, recipes this one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, exactly. Big change.
Exactly, because it gets to the point where like where we come from, that shit is the norm. Like you lose somebody, it's like, yo, like rest in peace to that man. Like you see what I'm saying? But it's not. I feel like it gets scary at that point. Like, yo, why is this no? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, why don't I feel a way about which is happening? Type shit. So it's like I feel like once it get to that point, it get dangerous because it's like, damn, we used to shit that's not normal. You see what I'm saying?
Then it's like, where's your mentality at?
Yeah, like you start.
Are you
or am I just like, I don't know? And it's like you try to numb yourself, but at the end of the day, that don't like that only works for so long. So I feel like, if you got a problem, you feel like you got to speak to somebody, you got to speak to somebody. I stand on it. A bunch of people are bringing awareness to it now, so it's like,
and obviously, like with the internet, like you see it on Twitter all the time, like
all the time,
like yo, on
all
Twitter,
the time.
It's like mental health. Now it's like now the other thing that people are talking about is like sex trafficking, human trafficking.
Yeah, that's heavy, right?
But I think that's like the one good thing that ever comes out of Twitter is like the fact that people
bring awareness to shit.
Bring awareness, like mental health, and definitely. I think that now in the culture in general, having people who speak on it like Charlamagne and other prominent figures, in hip hop and whatnot, it's like it's important. It's important for like you to talk about, and especially in prison reform too. Like people are actually trying to like bring shit.
And it's I feel like it's important for people like you mentioned Charlamagne, and there was a couple other people like that have a following, and I feel like it's important for them to do it because we in a world now, like, it's so much social media shit going on. People don't even think for themselves no more. If 10 people on Facebook say, yo, this movie is trash, it's people that won't go see it. Like, it's people that won't even go see it for themselves because, like, they just gonna take whoever word for it because it's on Facebook. And it's like, bro, like, do you think for yourself? You got a mind? So people like Charlamagne and other people with that following bringing awareness to it, people will listen. See what I'm saying? Because, like, these are the people who they get information from every day, who they see online, who they think is cool. And so sometimes it takes a person of that stature for it to make sense to somebody.
Right.
Because it could come from somebody like me or somebody that look like you, and you're like, bro, like, get out of here. But then you hear somebody of that stature who you feel like is in a better position, they making money.
And they talk about going to therapy, and you're like, oh, because like I've been to therapy before. I love therapy. Like like dead ass. Like it's honestly was one of the best decisions I made. Like growing up was
type shit. See?
Taking like 10 therapy sessions.
I never done therapy, but I would do it. I'm open to it.
Therapy's fun.
I feel like it is. I feel like I'll get to the root of some shit.
And it's cool because you're talking to somebody that doesn't know you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
so you're getting an outside air. It's like when you making music and you come like if we listening to the song for 20 times, by the time we hear it another time, it's like
because my therapist was like a white woman who doesn't know anything about Hispanic culture, don't know anything. You know what I'm saying? Like no, but like it's good because like she don't know anything about me. You know what I'm saying? She not going like it's not there. There's nothing for me to like really connect with her on like on like the cultural aspect of things.
Exactly.
But like we were able to
two completely different people. But
exactly, she could be completely like honest with her opinion because it's not like we've had similar experiences, we've had similar cultures in life where it's like some cultures like you say you have depression, brush it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
She might not understand that, so her talking to me, she could talk me through it, and then you just bond on other things like I think we bonded on Game of Thrones. You know what I'm saying? That, but like
it's always a common denominator.
Exactly. There's always something like okay, we're going to talk about mental health, and then now we're going to talk about Game of Thrones. So like I think that therapy is great because you might bond with someone over something that you never thought you would. Like you know what I'm saying? It could be like someone who's like on a complete opposite side of the spectrum from what you came in, but then like you talk to them and they're able to give you a very unbiased opinion about what you're going through.
Exactly.
And then at the end of the day, that helps you actually get better because you're like, oh, so this person who doesn't know me and doesn't know, my hood or anything like that is able to like,
get to the root
of what's happening with me. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's why people should try therapy and do therapy. And Charlamagne says this a lot too. Do therapy with someone who's not like you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like do someone with like if you're a guy, get a female. Like
exactly.
Get a female. If you're a female, get a guy, or get someone. If if you're Spanish, get someone who's white.
Nah, for real.
Get someone who's completely different from you.
Come from a different walk of life that could give you a different perspective and like. Cause they don't know anything about you, so they just gonna tell you how they see it.
Exactly.
Like somebody that know you they might sugarcoat it. They might oh I know, but this happened, so this may be white. Nah, if they don't know anything and then they ask you certain questions, then it's like, well, it's easier for them to. I feel like it's easier for them to connect the dots because it's like they don't have anything else to judge you on but what you just told them.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I feel you.
Yeah.
I feel you. 100%.
That was a great conversation about mental health. So before I let you go, I want to ask you, since you're from New York, right? Mm-hmm. We're gonna take a little lighter tone on this one. So you're from New York. So who you can do one past, one kind of present, people you want to collab with?
Oh, one from the past,
one from the past, like you could like cut it off and like you can make like 2009 backwards and then 2009 frontward. I don't know. It's up to you. However you want to do it.
All right. Right now from New York.
Now,
I want to collab with A Boogie.
Okay.
That's my guy right there.
Would you be surprised if I told you that everybody who's coming, when I ask them modern, they say A Boogie?
No, I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I wouldn't be surprised. I tell you this though.
Everybody says A Boogie.
I know.
I'm not mad about it.
Nah, he got the sauce right now, bro.
He does, of course.
He got the sauce. But I tell you what, the record that I will come up with him would be different. Like it's gone. It's out of here. Weezy out of here. Like,
Weezy out of there.
Weezy out of there.
Weezy out of there.
It's a hit.
And past.
From past, I would want to make a track with Hove.
Okay.
Hove. That's. But besides that, like vintage 50, classic 50. I grew up on 50, so like
early 2000s.
Like early 2000s 50 or like Fab.
Oh,
I like Fab.
See, I feel like nobody says Fab, but everybody. I feel like Fab is like
the Godfather.
Yeah.
I don't think Fab gets enough credit. I'm here to say that. I don't think Fab gets enough credit.
That Fab and Jadakiss shit that dropped two years ago now, I think, or was it a year ago? You know what I'm talking about, right? Yo, that project was like
hard, bro. His soul tapes was albums to me.
So,
bro, when I heard them, those I still listen to those, and those are better than some of the albums getting released right now.
All right, so I'm gonna say Fab and A Boogie for you. I think that would be
Fab and A Boogie. That's like my lane.
Jay-Z too, so I'm switching it. I'm gonna help you switch it up real quick.
Yeah, that's more my lane right there. Fab, A Boogie.
Dope.
I like to cater to the same like type of crowd, same demographic.
So new album or new project out, and hopefully when this airs, it'll be out very, 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 very soon.
Like mid-December.
What else you got coming up? You got the project with Dizzy. Anything else you want to promote real quick? Before I let you go.
Me and Tony E, we just collabed on a track produced by Rich Morris. It's called Ways. Fire track. We did a March Madness flip on that. That had the hood going bonkers. That video is out. That's on the tube now. I got the project with Diz, and I got my solo project. And I'm really excited about bro. I'm excited about the content on it. The rollout, we can this is gonna be something that I think I'm gonna be able to look back on in a couple years and really
be proud of.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been taking my time on it. I still don't got a name for it yet, but
well, by the time this drop, you might have a name for it. If you got the name for it, I'll make sure to edit this part right here and put the name over your head. Put some shit like that. Be like, here's the name of it right here.
Facts. Yeah, I got a couple ideas, so it shouldn't take me too much longer. But right now, we doing all the ins and outs, the mixing, the mastering, and then just chopping it down, making the right track list. Because you can have 100 songs, but I got to make sure the vibe is what it needs to be, so it don't sound all over the place. So. Yeah, I got the Diz project. I got my solo project. Couple singles in between. I got a lot more to put out. But what I'm really focused on now is the project. So, yeah.
Dope. Yeah. Well, go get that. If it's out mid-December, let the people know where to follow you on Instagram, where to stream your music.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm on IG, Jig_Nice, JIG_Nice. Twitter's the same thing. Facebook is Jig Nice, same thing. Jig space Nice. I post most of my content on the gram, so go get that Jig_Nice. SoundCloud is the same thing, Jig Nice. I got 3 projects on Apple Music. The Jig is Up 1, the Jig is Up 2, and for what it's worth. And like I said, I got the other 2 coming this year. So yeah, go get all that. Good music, man.
All right, y'all. Jig Nice on the radar.
Appreciate you.
You.
Yes, sir.